Hi, this is Tristan from the Archaeology Podcast Network. I'm here at EAA 2023 in Belfast, and I'm asking conference goers just about their experience. So first of all, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Cornelius Holtorf, and I'm here from Sweden.
So what do you think of the theme this year? It's weaving narratives. Which narratives need woven more?
Good point. I guess it's the narratives between the delegates that need to be moving more, and they are moving a fair bit. We have a lot of discussion actually this time, and lots of interesting sessions like always. So I think we see a lot of weaving narratives already.
And you have a session today, is that correct? What's that about?
That's right. I have a session today which is about mushrooms. So this is going to be a very experimental session with new ideas on the archaeology of mushrooms. So we are very much looking forward to that at 2 o'clock today.
That sounds fun, Guy. So what does that actually mean in terms of like mushrooms in ritual context or mushrooms as in cultivation?
Well, we have 4 papers and they're all quite different. So it's on like I will be talking about mushrooms in fieldwork because and it's not necessarily the mushrooms we know and eat, but it's mostly fungi or fungi in English that we find in the soil and that sort of are part of the soil we dig through as we are excavating sites. So that's one aspect. And somebody else will talk about the heritage pharmacology. So this is about the mushrooms sort of in a metaphorical sense, maybe in relation to heritage. And there's such a rich field. There are loads of aspects, and fungi is one of these topics that has really come to the fore in recent years, and much interest in the book market and on all sorts of fronts. So we sort of feed into that.
That's got me actually thinking just now, right? Do fungi and mushrooms, do they cause turbulence in the archaeological record? Do they kind of help break down certain things?
Well, I would rather say they are part of the archaeological record. And one thing I will be saying is that what archaeologists normally do when they excavate is they chug out most of the soil. But in fact, the soil contains part of the past, because when for example, people were throwing out their kitchen rubbish, at least parts they didn't pick up, or when children were throwing up in the living room in the Iron Age, and the parts that they didn't get away, they were entering the soil, people's fingernails and so on. And all of this is part of the soil today. And the fungi are among those creatures that sort of broke them down. So they made them into what looks to us like soil and humus. So this is the past, and that's what makes it significant. And it's strange that it has always been completely ignored by archaeologists. They don't think twice when they check out the soil.
Yeah, I know. For the amount of time that people spend in dirt, they wanted to get rid of it. But I guess it's this kind of thought of like the archaeological record is like, oh, it's the bones I find, it's the textiles I find, and it's very interesting to see how it's actually everything is all part of that. I'm going to have some silly questions now, some fun questions. So tell me this: do you think Cheddar Man, who was found in Cheddar Gorge, you know, the famous body, do you think he smells of cheese?
Probably yes.
So by that extension, does Otzi the Iceman smell of ice?
Well, the ice is gone now. He's thawed away. So
so freezer burn then?
Yes, possibly.
If I wanted to start an archaeology-themed restaurant, I've got 2 options. Tell me which one sounds better. Star Car Snack Bar or Gobleki Tapas?
I always take the Star Car.
Of course. So I'm doing a little thing about either you save it or you sell it on eBay. Okay, so these are archaeology things. What we're going to do with them? Get rid of them or keep them? First off, Graham Hancock and his Netflix show.
Save it.
Save it. Oh, LiDAR.
Sell it.
AI in archaeology.
Oh, save it.
What do you think AI is going to do for archaeology?
It's going to revolutionize how we produce text.
Does that mean steal our jobs?
No, but our jobs will change. You're one example. You have a job that nobody had 20 years ago.
That's true. I'm stealing the job that nobody had. That's great. What about that tiny trowel that you've used so often it's worn down to a thumbnail size?
It's good for really small things. Maybe for fungi.
I told you. Everybody keeps it.
Very good answer. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. If people are interested in your work, can they find it online or at your institution?
Absolutely. I've always had extensive web pages, so just Google my name and you'll get them. So good luck and welcome on my web page.
Thank you very much.